Oh, good evening, and welcome to the live watch-along for Australia's quarterfinal meeting with Turkmenistan in the Under-23 AFC Asian Cup. We are keen to cheer the Aussies on tonight, the young Australian lads who have done really well so far this competition to get to this stage, and hopefully can get the win tonight, go through to the semi-finals. There's a real sense of optimism around this young Australian squad who have had a pretty solid group stage. 2 wins, the draw, only 1 goal conceded, 4 goals scored. So I'm keen, man. I'm keen. Like, if we can go through and potentially win this whole thing, I don't want to get too carried away. I mean, we still have a very important clash coming up tonight, but it's a good test for Australia. But how good would it be? I was thinking earlier tonight that, like, I know there's so much like negative talk around Australian football in recent times. How good would it be for this young squad to get a win here? It would be absolutely awesome. I see Stephen in the chat, Nicholas as well. Come on, the boys. That's right. We've got the scarf on. We're ready to support the boys. So so glad that you guys can be here for this live watch along. This first live watch along here on the Coast Watch Football channel for a few weeks. Our last watch along we did was for the Melbourne Victory Western United semi-final in the A-League, the second leg, which was a number of weeks ago. So it's been a little while. I see Cameron in here as well. Julian, so good to see you guys tuning in. 2 reds, yes, of course, and the 2 red cards we should mention as well, which is quite, rare, I guess. How about that? 2 red cards and 3 group matches. Of course, Kirsini Yengi picking up that controversial red in that second game. If you remember, that was quite an interesting decision. And then goodness me, it's escaping my brain. Who got sent off in the last match again? It's escaping my brain. Let's pull up our web pages and everything. Have you watched the previous game? I watched the first 2 and then caught the mini match of the third one. Caught the highlights of the third one. But overall, it's been pretty casual. It's been pretty chill so far. Dude, highlight for me though. I mean, Alou Kowal's goal. Alou Kowal's goal in the second game. What a fantastic strike. What a star. What a star. Australia's going crazy for the Kowals. But I'll tell you what, let's pull up some web pages here so that we can have a look at potentially some of the stats heading into this matchup. Kickoff is 27 minutes away, so but we're getting in here nice and early for a little bit of pre-game chat. So glad you guys are here for the pre-game. So if you've got any questions or discussion points, there's plenty of talk around Australian football at the moment. Of course, Australia taking on Peru in the crucial World Cup qualifier, place for a spot in the World Cup. It is massive. We simply have to win. And I'm excited to announce we will be doing a live watch along in the early hours of the morning here in Australia. 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We are going live here on YouTube for the live watch along, Australia versus Peru. Cannot wait for it. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. Come on, the boys. Football State. How are you going, man? 3-0 Australia, says Cameron. I love the prediction. Surely win today, says Optical. I think so as well. I reckon Aussie boys get it done 2-0. I reckon we get it done 2-0. Yeah, that's my prediction, Coggin. I'm going to say 2-0. 2-0. Where can we see the match? Fernando, if you're tuning in from Australia, match is available to watch on Paramount Plus. Or if anyone is tuning in from overseas, I'm sure you can check your local listings. Yes, person 12-1. I did see the penalty that wasn't given in the second game, and that was an interesting decision as well. That second game, there were a number of decisions that were bizarre, from the Yengi red card to that non-penalty decision as well. Group stage matches were a lot closer than I thought. Subtical, yeah. 10 play. Is it on 10 play too? There you go. Okay, 10 play. Boom. Not bad yourself, dude. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm keen for this late night watch along. We usually used to the primetime A-League watch along. So I'm keen for you guys to keep me company. Drop in the chat. What are your snacks? What are your snacks or beverages for tonight? I've got chamomile tea. If you've jumped into my watch alongs before, you might be familiar with that. What else have we got here? We're showing off some of the snacks. Not sponsored in any way, but what are these? The smushed whole food balls. Don't know if anyone's familiar with those. Just a mandarin. It's all pretty random here. But yeah, man, I'm genuinely keen for this, dude. And it's a quarterfinal match. It's knockout football, so it's always going to be exciting. Lockie will be drinking a lot of coffee on Tuesday morning, says Julian. Funnily enough, and speaking of hot drinks and tea, I actually don't drink coffee. I'm a big tea drinker. I drink a lot of tea. I actually don't drink coffee. I'm not the biggest coffee fan. I'm not the biggest coffee fan. Is it available on 10? I don't think it's they're streaming on free to air, but I'll tell you what, I'll double check for you right now. I'll literally pull it up on my phone and check if it's on 10 play. Can someone confirm in the chat if it is on 10 play for viewers in Australia? Football State says, Lockie, do you eat popcorn sometimes when you watch a match? Dude, it's funny you guys are bringing up this. I'm actually not even the biggest popcorn fan either. I know, which is kind of crazy, but like people. Some people are crazy about popcorn. I'm like, it's just like a bit meh, a bit meh. Yes, the Tea Club. Football State's in for the Tea Club, and check out, we got the Star Wars mug. We're repping the Star Wars mug tonight. But yeah, man, I'm just a big tea drinker. 10 play would rather play Ambulance Australia. I guess it's always tricky. I imagine with all the things. I mean, dude, we'd love to get like every football match on free to air, but I imagine there's some sort of deal in place where they can only get a certain number of games. But let me just double check if it is on 10 play. Let me know. Confirm. It's 100% on Paramount Plus. That's how I'm going to be watching it, at least on Paramount Plus. No way you don't like popcorn. I know it's a bit controversial, isn't it? Brian's in here. Perth and your dude. There we go. We made the connection. Your Perth Glory only from Twitch, dude. Thanks for tuning in on Twitch earlier. For guys that don't know, Coastwatch Football on Twitch. If you want to catch me playing some games, some FIFA, some Rocket League, we were live earlier tonight. Playing some Rocket League, which was a lot of fun, and talking some A-League transfers and all that. So if you guys ever have any questions or discussion points, there's been a lot going on when it comes to A-League transfers. If you haven't checked out the video that I did recently on all the recent A-League transfers from the past week, it came out yesterday. Check it out. Just recaps everything. Julian's in the T gang as well. Love it. Brian's coming in saying Perth will win the league next season. What do you think? Dude, Brian, I'll tell you right now, if Perth win the league next season, Ruben Zadkovic will be up there as one of the top what should we call it? I don't know. He'll certainly be coach of the season. Because to take that wooden spoon winning Perth Glory squad from the previous season, which they had an absolute shocker of the season, Perth Glory. I'll tell you what, they're going to need to sign a handful more, few players. Some key attacking players, I think, still need to come in for Perth Glory. I know they've already brought in Stefan Kolikovsky, Matt Hatch, the winger. But still work to be done for Perth Glory, in my opinion. Julian asks, if we make the World Cup, will you do watch-alongs for the World Cup? Yes. Big yes. Can't wait for the World Cup, dude. Honestly, even since when I was a kid, World Cup, is just one of my favorite times ever, man. So I love it so much. Just the energy around it, so much fun. Dude, regardless, even if Australia don't make it, I mean, obviously, every league is going to stop, and I think, we're hearing that the A-League is almost certainly going to stop during the World Cup. There will be plenty of World Cup content on this channel, so I'm very much going to be documenting my experience of the World Cup. So there will be watch-alongs of even matches that don't necessarily involve Australia as well. Football State says Tongyik, not sure about spelling. I think you're almost right. No J, I think. Tongyik might come to Sydney FC, but to be honest, I don't want him that much. I wanted a top standard centre back like McGowan. Just think there are many better options than Tongyik. Yeah, I mean, if Tongyik, to be honest, Football State, I haven't heard that rumor. But Tongyik to Sydney FC, I imagine if he did go, it'd be a bench player, you'd think. Because I know what you mean. The Sydney FC, we are used to seeing some top quality defenders there. Tongyik is a class, but in the recent season he dropped his standard a little bit. Injuries didn't help, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Tongyik ends up. From what I've seen on Twitter and stuff, there's a number of A-League clubs chasing him. Yeah. Cameron says, hot take, if Adelaide don't get some more players, they won't make finals. I reckon with the squad they have now, I reckon they're capable, because they've re-signed some key players in Popovic and Ibisuki, Clough. That lose. They will need to make maybe at least two defensive signings. After losing Jakobsen and Timotheu and all that, they've left the club. Good that they've locked down one day. Yavi Lopez still sticking around for another season as well. P.S. My name is not Brian McCubbin. Just saying. Well, I'll refer to you. I'll refer to you as Perth Glory. Perth Glory only. Is that the name right? Perth Glory only. Right. Someone's borrowing someone else's YouTube account. Got it. What's going on here? Who do you predict to win the World Cup? Oh, who do I predict to win the World Cup, mate? Well, this is, of course, obviously a very early prediction, and there's plenty football to be played before then. Mate, honestly, like a squad that I keep looking at and just freaking out about how stacked it is Brazil. I know they, sometimes like an all-star squad doesn't necessarily mean that they'll succeed, but Brazil, man, if they're going to win a World Cup, Brazil could do it. Brazil could do it. There's no reason why France can't go back to back. I think Germany still have a very good squad. England, a great squad. But Brazil, man, I mean, Brazil, the one that just stick out for me. And wouldn't that be awesome to see another South American side win a World Cup? What were your thoughts on Australia's performance versus the UAE? Well, if you want my full thoughts, you can check out the post-match reaction we did. It's on the channel if you want to check the replay of that. But look, it wasn't the prettiest performance, and we know that. It wasn't convincing. UAE were probably the better of the two sides in the first half, and were causing some real havoc, especially down that left wing. Abdullah was getting in behind heaps around Atkinson, who was playing at right back. So, I mean, because of that, I'd love to see Karacic start. I think against Peru, Karacic is a little bit more solid, and I feel a little bit more secure with Karacic in there. But look, I think that we showed a little bit more endeavour in the second half, and it was great to get the two goals, and we got the job done in the end. There was enough heart and spirit to get us there. But if we had the same game against Peru, I think we'd get slapped 5-2. Not rather than winning 2-1. You know what I mean? I think we'd get smashed. Peru are a very good side. They've got great players. We know that from taking them on in the 2018 World Cup. But it's a one-off game. Anything can happen. We need guys like, Martin Boyle had a great game against UAE. He was the man in that for sure. I mean, everyone was in unison with that. We need him to have a fantastic game. We need Aiden Hrustic to have a great game too. These star players to step up. And we need, whoever plays striker, Matt Leckie just did not get involved at all against UAE. So yeah, man. Yeah. Why aren't my comments not coming through? I see your comments now, Football State, but I'm not sure. I'm not doing anything there, so I'm not sure why those aren't coming through. But I do see your comments now. A Sydney FC page posted the rumour. Oh, okay, there you go. France will get champions curse, hopefully, says Optical. Robert says they pumped South Korea 5-1 in Korea, so I was thinking Brazil at the moment as well. Yeah. Just like the depth they have. Like some of these teams, when you look at France and even Germany, Brazil, just the terrifying depth that, like, even if they did get like a handful of injuries, they still have like a world-class side. I can't wait for it. Road to Guitar asks, what's your score prediction for the Peru game on Tuesday? Look, I'm hoping we just take it. We take 1-1 to extra time. We take it 1-1 to extra time. And honestly, if we have to take it to penalties, man, I think if we had to take it to penalties, because obviously penalties is basically, Matt Ryan's a good goalkeeper. If we can take it to penalties, dude, that's almost what I'm hoping for. Yeah, man. Dude, Football State, I did hear about Alex Gersbach. Well, Alex Gersbach is linked with a return to us. He's a left back. He's a left back I want since Talbot left and O'Toole's average. Yes, I agree. I don't think O'Toole's up to being a starting left back. So, yeah, bro. Yeah, 100%. I think I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he would come back and not get another gig somewhere in Europe. But it'd be great. It'd be a massive a massive signing for Sydney FC if they could get him back into the side. Would really boost that Sydney FC backline, that's for sure. Sorry to hear about your sickness there, Stephen. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Person 1201 says Australia seems to play much better when the players are willing to take on the opposition 1v1. Because in the first half, of the UAE game, we just passed the ball sideways. We created no chances. I know, right? I think within that UAE game, and I imagine the Peru game is going to be pretty similar. I mean, it was all about like who's going to make the first mistake. You know, it wasn't about all out attack, and I get it. And I get it, and in the end, I'm probably thankful for that because we got away with the win, right? I mean, when you looked at like the likes of Abdullah who were getting down that left-hand side for the UAE, I mean, imagine if we had been more aggressive in attacking in that game. Maybe UAE would have grabbed a couple of goals in that first half, and the game could have been beyond reach, you know? So, yeah, man. Julian says, I'm thinking of giving a Manchester United player Western United shirt when they come to Melbourne. Maybe Ronaldo will throw a shirt to him. Yeah, man. Green and black. Who do I want the Mariners to sign? I was talking about this one on Twitch, for those that were on Twitch earlier. Michael Jakobsen has left Adelaide United. 36-year-old left-sided centre-back. Mariners need defensive signings. I wouldn't mind Michael Jakobsen. I know he's 36, but he's class, man. Yep, goes back would be immense. Goes back would be immense for sure. 100%. Eamon, hey Lockie. Hey Eamon, how you doing, man? What positions do the Mighty Mariners need to strengthen in for next season? Backline for sure. Have to sign at least one centre back. Ideally, at least two. Actually, now that Ruan's gone, Kai Rolls is gone. So the only senior, even if you want to refer to him as senior, centre back the Mariners have on the books is Dan Hall. That's all we have. That's all we have. That's all we have. And Lewis Miller's gone too. We've already brought in Tommy Aquilina, so I think that position's kind of covered. Another left back would be ideal, I think, for the Mariners to sign as well. Obviously, because Noah Smith's left, so we needed a little bit of competition for young Jacob Farrell. And then I think we need another midfielder now that Bozanic is left. Another player in the wide position as well. I mean, we've brought in Michael Roos. He's a versatile attacker, but Nikolai Muller's gone now as well. No, Matt Hatch is gone too. Football State says, I'm shocked with Brandon O'Neill's move to Newey because he said he moved to Perth for family reasons, etc. And he was passionate about representing his hometown club. So very strange. Yeah, man. I mean, we're all pretty confused. We're all pretty confused about that one. It was very surprising. 1 year, he asked for a release 1 year into a 3-year contract, man. And he was the club of the captain. He came in. They made him club captain. And it didn't work out for him last season. He picked up some unfortunate injuries. But yeah, man. That's right, Nicholas. That's all we need. A team full of Dan Halls. That's right. Why did Touch Coast Mariners let go of Bozanic? That was strange too. Well, not if you were a fan of the club and hearing some of the rumblings that were going around. Bozanic was simply dropped from the squad for the last few months of the season, and I think his Mariners career, unfortunately, was well and truly done. Football States also says Farrell will be in Europe after next season, I would say. Honestly, if he has another season like he did the first one, yeah, 100%. 100%, man. Have an amazing life. Thanks, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate it. We are just over 10 minutes away from kickoff in this one. We'll be keeping you guys updated on all the action. This is your place for fan discussion. It's all going to be a whole lot of fun. Farrell is an exciting prospect. Absolutely, dude. I mean, one of the most exciting defensive players in the A-League. Absolutely. Bozanic did something wrong, didn't he? So nothing has been confirmed in terms of the Bozanic situation, but he was dropped, roughly halfway through the season and simply just wasn't included. The reason that was cited was personal reasons. I mean, rumors have been flying around in terms of what has gone on. No one really knows, to be honest. The public don't know. The fans don't really know. for sure what is going on. But it was basically, you know, set in stone that Bozanic was going to leave the club. And now there's strong rumors. I mean, linking Oli Bozanic to Wanderers. I mean, it's going to feel weird, man. Like, I know it hasn't worked out, but it's going to feel weird seeing Bozanic in a shirt that's not yellow, you know? Yeah. What do you think the score would be if Socceroos played the under-23 Australian team? Oh, mate. Well, the way it's going at the moment. No, honestly, a lot of these under-23 lads are super talented, and probably aren't too far away from a Socceroos call-up. That's for sure. And hopefully the lads get a win tonight. I'm sure you guys have all seen the lineup so far. Josh Nisbet. The big news for me is Josh Nisbet is making his first start in the competition in midfield alongside Francois. Lewis Miller also starting as well. Mariners right back. Former Mariners right back. Julian says, I reckon West United should sign an attacking midfielder in replacement of Cahin. Because Cahin's leaving, that is right. I'm not sure if I know Cahin was more of a defensive midfielder. But I mean, I guess obviously Skatardis leaving too. So two defensive midfielders leaving. So they'll probably look to bring someone in. But I guess Skatardis and Kilkenny have got that role covered for now. Football State says, yeah, he'd be good for West Sydney Wanderers, to be fair, alongside that French guy. Yeah, Amal Fatano is signed for West Sydney Wanderers as well. Connor, where is the game being live streamed? On Paramount Plus and potentially 10 Play. We don't know. It might be 10 Play, but it's definitely on Paramount Plus. So we are roughly 8 minutes till kickoff. So I'm going to get my stream underway for me in a second too. But before that, let's do a quick little Instagram story. If you guys don't mind in the chat, we're going to do a little Instagram story to promote the stream. And then we're going to get going. All right. A Diamante type of play? Yeah. I'll tell you what, number 10 would probably be good for West United, actually, yeah. Considering Diamante missed out most of the last season as well. And yes, Football Star did hear that Brisbane linked with Arzani. That would be exciting. I think that would be good for both parties. Yeah, man. All right, we are currently live on YouTube for the live watch-along of Australia Under-23's match-up with Turkmenistan, the quarterfinal. Catch us on YouTube right now. There we go. You guys are getting the behind-the-scenes of Instagram stories right now. Dude, we're gonna throw that on the Instagram story. And then we're going to get the stream going here. Come on, Aussie. Punch that. Let's go. Fabregas to Western or Piscopo? Fabregas to Western. Dude, can you imagine? Optical says Azani's going to make three appearances and get injured by tripping over. Well, honestly, I mean, after the Sturridge situation, anything's possible, so. Oh, mate. That'd be sad, though. Nah, we want it to work out for Daniel Arzani. He's had enough. He has had a rough time of it, as it is. I'm just going to quickly recap the lineup for you guys now, in case you have missed it. It is Joe Gauci in goals, Lewis Miller at right back, Jay Rich, let's start again. Jay Rich Bagaloo at centre back alongside Jordan Courtney Perkins. There are some long names, the double barrel names in the centre back positions. Left back is Melbourne City's Jordan Boss. Tyrese Francois is wearing the captain's armband in midfield alongside Josh Nisbet. Lockie Brook starting on the right wing. Alu Kowal through the middle, playing behind him Narami and Najareen. And then on the left-hand side, Cameron Pepion on the left there from, I believe, from playing his football at Brighton Hove and Albion. So a decent lineup, man. And obviously it's a pretty stacked bench too, man. Pretty stacked bench. You've liked the Instagram story. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for punching the like on that. Messi to Adelaide. Mate. Sturridge came for a holiday. Well, he did spend plenty of time in a hotel room. We do know that. So good to see Nisbet playing. Yeah, man, dude, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. It's his first start. It's his first start of the competition. So we are keen to see Josh Nisbet play. We are very keen. But let's get. I'm gonna get my stream up and running, and then we're gonna get underway very shortly in this game. 5 minutes until kickoff. Available to watch on Paramount Plus if you're in Australia. If you're overseas, check your Google it. Just Google it. Just Google it. Alrighty. Australia. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan didn't have the most convincing group stage. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Australia getting the 2 wins. And the 1 draw. The Australian national anthem currently being sung. Good to see some Australian supporters in the crowd here in Uzbekistan. Let's go, lads. Let's go, lads. We have the lineups on the screen. Not for this one. We usually do that for the A-League streams. But I'll keep you guys up to date on any substitutions and everything, and you can ask me about the lineup or anything. But it is we have been the side has been running a 4-2-3-1 setup, which has sort of been the norm for us of late. So we can expect that 4-2-3-1. It's been Rami Najjarine running in that number 10 position, which I think which I really like because I reckon it's his best position, playing in the number 10 position. Cameron asks, is Iran Kunda able to play for the Socceroos Australia if he's born in Tanzania? I'm not sure about Iran Kunda's nationality. Football Status Sturridge was on an 8K a week contract, by the way. He was paid more than any other player in the squad. He stole Perth Glory's catch. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's how it worked out, didn't it? Alrighty. Come on, the boys. That's right. Green and gold. Green and gold, baby. Green and gold. National anthems are over. Boys, getting ready to kick off. Let's go. All right. The lads looking fired up for this one. Chance for the Olyroos to go through to the final 4 in Asia. You can see on the graphic there some players already on booking. Pardon me, already on bookings. Joe Gauchi, Courtney Perkins as well. The Kuala Lockie Brook. Josh Nisbet, how good to see him, man. How good to see him in the green and gold. Let's go. Let's go, lads. That's right. That's right. Tyrese Francois wearing the captain's armband for Australia. Plays his football with Fulham in England. Been doing. I like him, man. He's a decent player. Watching him marshal that midfield area. All right. Kickoff moments away. Woo. Turkmenistan, what can they throw at Australia in this game? They have got 5 players in total on bookings already. Xander's in the chat. How you going, man? All right. Kickoff. Seconds away in this one. We're going to make sure we have the timer running as well, so that you guys can sync up the stream the best you can. Here we go. Come on, Aussie. Come on, Aussie. I'm doing good, Xander. I'm doing good. It's been a little bit quiet during A-League off-season, of course, but I've been busy with all the national team competitions, of course. Of course. Do you think, as we are underway here, do you think Truan will get any minutes in this tournament? I hope so, but I don't see he would get them. I don't think so, Nicholas. It's he hasn't got any minutes yet, as far as I'm aware. It's been Rich Bagaloo, Courtney Perkins, and Ability who's been getting the minutes in there. So Kai Truan yet to get a start in this competition. I'm just going to get the clock up and running too. We are underway in this match. Hopefully Aussies can get on the front foot early here in this one. There we go. Aussies getting on the ball early. The danger men. Who are the danger men? Remy Najreen looking for those pockets in front of that Turkmenistan backline. Looks like Turkmenistan might be running a back five. You can see that line of 5 players then. Maybe just four or three ahead of them. So potentially like a 5-3-2 formation for Turkmenistan. Could even be a 5-4-1 there. Lewis Miller. Strong. Earns the foul. Louis Miller playing his first game. In fact, that's Rich Bagaloo. But Lewis Miller playing his first game since being announced as a Hibernian player. And speaking of that, I see Matt in the chat. Hey, Lockie. Matt, good to see you here, man. Thoughts on Lewis Miller and Mariners losing out on a transfer fee? It is a massive blow. It's really disappointing considering how massive Miller has been in recent years for the Mariners to miss out on a transfer fee. But I guess that's just the way it worked out. So, look, I'm just stoked for Lewis, man. It's a big loss for the Mariners, and we've brought in Thomas Aquilina to replace him. Hopefully he can do the job. But I'm just stoked for Lewis, man. He's deserved it. He's deserved it. Is it Paramount? Yes, Sander, it's on Paramount Plus. Ooh, ball inside by Pepion. Bouncing around. Alu Kual looking for these chances as well. You can see this very clear for Australia, that clear like 4-2-3-1 setup in defense as well. Alu Kual playing as that lone striker. Where's the green and gold lights? I say green, no gold. Well, the problem is having gold lights isn't quite... These lights are sort of limited in what they can do, so green's the best we could get. Just on commentary, they said 30 degrees Celsius local temperature. A bit of a warm one for the lads over there in Uzbekistan. Joe Gauchi, good to have some safe hands of Joe Gauchi at the back for Australia. You do half and half each time, I guess, so both times kind of green. That's right. That's right. Turkmenistan repping the green shirts. Josh Nisbet winning that foul, did he? He did indeed. Referee wanted to have an early word here with the Turkmenistan player. Not having any of it. Not having a bar. We love to see it. It's good to see. You can see Josh Nisbet getting tugged into there. Good to see Josh Nisbet playing on a big stage like this one. He's deserved it. He had a great season for the Mariners as well. Josh Nisbet signed a 2-year extension with the Central Coast. It definitely is a 5-4-1 for Turkmenistan. You can see that row of 5 and then 4, and then that lone striker. So it's going to be interesting to see how Australia go about trying to break this system down. Long ball now looking for Alu Kowal. Keeper gets to it first. Turkmenistan trying to hit on the counter here. A quick release, almost catching Australia's backline out. Good defending in the end. Go, Louis. Oh, the heavy touch. Heavy touch by Miller. Turkmenistan. Spaced in the right. Jordan Boss. Well done, Jordan Boss. Melbourne City left back. Had a somewhat of a breakout season at Melbourne City, Jordan Boss. Starting ahead of Jacob Farrell in this game. Jacob Farrell has featured in all 3 group stage games. Didn't start the second one, though. So it looks like Papillon is playing on that right-hand side. Maybe Lockie Brook over on the left. Oh, Kowal, nice touch. His bit is class, Nicholas. He is a classy player. And exciting to see him get some minutes here in a big game. Nisbet, Papillon. You can see Lewis Miller just inside there. That's the poor play. Come on, Louis. Francois. Australia trying to go through the middle there. Needed to stretch them wider. Turkmenistan could be through on the counter-attack. Rich Bagloo getting back in defence. So far, the defence getting back, dealing with things so far. Ooh, decent run there. Lockie Brook. Lockie Brook loves taking players on. Loves having to go from long range too. That's right, Rich Bagaloo does have dude, he's massive. Look at him. He's on the ball now, Rich Bagaloo. Right-sided central defender. Ball around. It looked like he was offside there, Papillon. Flag stays down. And Turkmenistan will come away with it. So far, 10 minutes, almost opening 10 minutes, and Turkmenistan dealing with things so far. Nicholas says Francois could be Aaron Moy's long-term replacement. Seems like a similar player. Yeah, a defensive midfielder likes to be on the ball. Similar sort of role, I guess. How do you watch live on Paramount Plus if you were tuning in from Australia? No worries, Xander. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Thanks, bro. Conscript is in here. How's it going? 1201 says Australia could be vulnerable on the counter. Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times. And you know, they were saying commentary. Turkmenistan have been doing a lot of video analysis on Australia so far. And potentially that's what they're looking to exploit, some of that quick counterattacks. Because we've seen, you know, on those wide positions already a couple of times in the opening 10 minutes. Those two wide players on that sort of that midfield four getting forward straight away. So maybe they've seen that when Australia get forward and get numbers forward, that they can maybe win the ball back quickly and get their fast players going. But so far, Australia with a decent amount of possession, Turkmenistan happy just to camp back into their shape. Dude, just look at the number of green shirts in front of Australia at the moment. Lockie Brook on the left wing. Dude, even the centre backs, you can see how much almost everyone's in the final third here. Miller down the right can deliver. Miller crosses. Far post. No one's there, man. No one's there. Had to go near post. Ali Kuol was making the run there, man. How high the Kuol brothers' potential in your opinion? Super high, man. Dude, both have shown so much promise. And who knows where the future takes them. But both are incredibly talented players, and there's more on the way. Another Kuol brother currently in the Mariners Academy. Conscript just woke up. Nice, man. How to adjust the sleeping pattern so you can watch the game. I feel ya. It's a bit of a crazy time being an Australian football fan. Obviously, Socceroos playing in the early hours of Tuesday morning soon as well. Miller starting a little cold. Yeah, wayward pass, wayward cross so far from Louis Miller. Usually his delivery is pretty decent, and he's got good decision making. But yeah, he's been a bit off it so far. Still very early stages of this game. Nisbet just getting caught on the ball there in middle. Long range strike, trying to catch Joe Gauci out. He was off his line, but strike does go wide. Can you imagine what a blow that would have been early on in this game? Dude, it was worth the pop, actually. Joe Gauci was way out of the box. But Josh Nisbet caught on the ball there in midfield. You don't want to see that. Rami Nazarene. What can he create for Australia tonight as well? Do I play guitar? I do indeed play guitar, yes. You should be able to, I think, a sneaky guitar in the background, yeah. Nazarene, there's that pocket of space. Pass wasn't a good one, but it's found Pepillon. He can't find Kowal. But Rami Nazarene, man, I think that's going to be key. It's a flat back five for Turkmenistan. If Najreen just can find some space in the middle there, just in front of that back four, that's going to be key to playing Kual, to playing the wingers as well. Turkmenistan on the ball in the final third. Some rare possession in the opposition half in the opening quarter now. See Australia's sort of 4-2-3-1 formation set up. You can see Turkmenistan getting their wing backs high up the park when in possession. But yeah, we'll definitely drop back now that they've lost the ball. What channel is it on? It's on Paramount Plus. Available to stream on Paramount Plus if you're in Australia. Rich Bagley with a long ball. Here we go. Lockie Brook. Patient build-up play. Patient build-up play, man. From Australia. Trying to go through the midfield now. Rich Bagaloo picking up, pouncing on that ball. Nice play, Rich Bagaloo. Nice footwork. Still Rich Bagaloo. Dude, look at him. And he's won the foul. And referee's not having any of it. Australian players asking for a booking. Let's see a replay of this, actually. Rich Bagaloo trying to get away. And you could see, yeah, it was Rich Bagaloo gotten away and was clearly trying to get tripped over there. Surely that has to be a yellow card. It's a professional foul. I mean, Rich Bagaloo's getting away and... Yeah, man. Julian asks, which channel will they show the World Cup on? Will it be on Channel 10 or SBS? SBS. Yeah, definitely SBS. All right, so set piece chance here for Australia. First promising set piece chance of the game, almost 20 minutes in. Remy Najreen, left foot to whip it in. Juicy Jason, I see you in the chat. I'm doing well, man. How are you? Looks like Pepion is standing over the chance too, but it will be Najreen to deliver. Decent ball. Tallman getting up to it. Great chance for Australia. Great chance. The tall defender almost poking it home. Dude, what a ball from Najreen. Right into that danger area in front of the goal. It looked like it came off a Turkmenistan head there, right? It certainly did. Rich Bagley got his head to it, but he just poked it straight into the head of an opposition player. Looks like there are a couple Turkmenistan players down as well. "20 minutes into this game now. Australia dominating things so far, but struggling at the moment to break down that Turkmenistan backline. Australia's defenders seeing a lot of the ball here, knocking it around. So are those two midfielders, Francois and Hisbett. Lockie Brook down the left. Wing is staying very wide for Australia. Francois delivering. Oh, well done. Winning that one back. Was that Pepillon? Going forward for Australia. Nice little run. Laying it off for Nazarene. Lockie Brook on the left. Chance here for Australia. Brook. Still on Nazarene. Takes a deflection. Keeper will claim it. Match is available to watch on Paramount Plus if you're tuning in Australia. Let's see if we can get a timer going here, hey? Turkmenistan trying to get down the right-hand side. Good defense again so far. Australia looking pretty solid in the back line. Neon, how you going, man? Match has gone well so far. Australia controlling things. Still trying to create some decent chances, though. Here we go. All right, there we go. We finally got our clock going. So the clock you can see on the stream is synced up to what I'm watching here. So approaching the 25-minute mark. Always sometimes a bit of a delay here on the YouTube live streams. But we are already almost 25 minutes into this game. Much of Australia on the ball. Nicholas asks, who do you think is the next to break into the senior squad from the under-23s? I think the way Tyrese Francois is going, he could get a shout. Lewis Miller, I'd rate really highly, man. I think Lewis Miller could be the next right back to get the call up. And Alu Kowal, man. I mean, Alu Kowal brings so much excitement and X factor as well. That's for sure. Francois giving away a foul there in the middle. Out wide. Tyree has really impressed me. Stopped a few counterattacks himself already. Yeah, he's done all right. A really disciplined midfielder. He's really key to this midfield I've noticed so far this tournament. Ooh. Risky passes here by Turkmenistan. They do get away with it now. Good defending in the end. Just strong defense. Jordan Boss that time again on the left-hand side. Having a decent game so far, dealing with everything that's coming down his wing. I agree, Dan. We do need to create some chances. It's... As a referee is going to stop. Pause the match for this Turkmenistan player who's down. Didn't look that bad initially. Here's a replay of the incident. Jordan Boss... Well, it's just a tangle of the legs. I mean, he didn't step on him, but yeah, he didn't step on him. Tangle of the legs. Not sure what's going on there, but anyway. Michael asks, who's the goalie for the Aussies? Who does he play for? Joe Gauci plays for Adelaide United in the A-League. That's right, Dean. Come on, the boys. Geordie Boss playing left back tonight for the Australia under 23s class player. Australia getting things back underway after that injury break. Dean, how have you been, Lockie? Haven't spoken to you since that Mariners elimination final. Yeah, man, I've been all right. Been keeping busy with all the rest of the A-League action and obviously the national team competitions now as well. You can see Miller. If we can just get maybe our fullbacks trying to get in behind here, getting some combinations going with the wingers as well. Here's Jordan Boss on the left. Yeah, look at this. Nice. That's good. That's good. Taking him on. We'd like to see it. It's going to be a goal kick. But Jordan Boss taking it to the byline there. That's what we're going to do. Put that Turkmenistan back line under some pressure. Make them sweat a little bit, you know. Approaching the half an hour mark now. Greetings from Uzbekistan. Thanks for tuning in all the way from Uzbekistan. Of course, where the tournament's being held. Rich Bagaloo giving away the foul there. A little bit of sort of a raised boot. Went in just a little bit too heavy. Rich Bagaloo playing his football with Accrington Stanley, I believe, in England. Boss is the boss. You're right. Correct. Rich Bagaloo. He had eyes for the ball there. Rich Bagaloo, but Maybe just a little bit too heavy. Good to have a tall physical presence like him at the back. Playing alongside Jordan Courtney Perkins tonight. 2 players based in Europe. Flanked by 2 A-League fullbacks. Well, Lewis Miller, soon to be a Hibernian player in Scotland. Mariners hopefully going to look stronger coming into next season. Hopefully get someone to replace Rolls and Miller. That's right. Some work to be done for the Mariners, I think, this off-season still. Long ball for Kowal. He won't get there. They've given the foul, Kowal. And the goalkeeper's down clutching his calf. I'd love to see the contact. Because for the goalkeeper to have that sort of reaction, has Kowal gone in here on the goalkeeper? Oh, that is bizarre. Kowal's, if anything, barely touched the leg of the goalkeeper there. And the Turkmenistan goalkeeper looks like he's very hurt by the way he was reacting. And again, we're going to have more treatment here. But I don't know if anyone saw anything different to me. But if there was any contact there, it was soft at best. We're glad it wasn't a crucial penalty decision or anything there. Reckon Windust will do a signing to stay in the A-League and not get dropped to the first, or do you think he'll stay the same as he was last season? Reckon Windust will do a signing to stay in the A-League. Not sure what you mean by that, Dean. Not get dropped to first. Yeah, not sure what you mean by that. Keeper went down soft, says Cameron. Yeah, it was a bit bizarre. They were just both running for the ball. And, maybe they knocked legs while running. There was close contact. But the keeper looks hurt, man. He's up now. They've given him treatment. It's a bit of a bizarre one. Anyway, we're gonna get on with this, man. Goalkeeper looks fine taking that goal kick, so it's already a couple times we've seen some bizarre moments where players need some treatment. So already you'd imagine we'd get at least 3 minutes of injury time as it stands now. Had some time wasted with some injuries. Lewis Miller got to deal with that. Come on. Release the ball, Louis. Come on, Louis. Release the ball. Turkmenistan win at Hyde Park. There is Lockie Brook to pick it up. Australia can attack down the left. Boss forward for Pepion. The 2 wingers, Pepion and Lockie Brook, switching sides so far. It is now Pepion playing on that left-hand side. Nisbet in the middle. Feeding his former Central Coast Mariners teammate, Louis Miller. Trying to get around his man, Lewis Miller. Delivers. Earns a corner. That's classic Lewis Miller, man. That's classic Lewis Miller. Getting around there. That's right, 10 minutes. That's right, Peter. Plus 10 minutes extra time by the way it's going. Dean says, no, it's all good, man. You know how it was like playing first grade for the Mariners and the A-League off and on? Oh, sorry. When you say first grade, you mean the MPL side, yeah. And the A-League when we needed him. Do you think he would just stay in one team in the A-League? Yeah, I imagine that, well, the way it's going, we need more central defenders, so I could see him securing him on a professional contract. The Mariners doing so, yeah. Delivery. Some of these deliveries not quite working out for Australia just yet. We had the one good one from the Nazarene free kick, but apart from that, it's been a bit shaky. As we see the rain falling in Uzbekistan at the venue. Is the game only on Paramount Plus? As far as I'm aware, yeah. As far as I'm aware. 5 fouls committed by Australia, 4 by Turkmenistan. So pretty even on that count. Down the left, Jordan Boss. 10 minutes to go in this half plus injury time. And Australia going to need to be a bit more creative if we're going to break down this back line. Lewis Miller. That's what we need to do. It's in the wide areas where we're looking most dangerous. There's no point going through the middle. Najjarine isn't getting enough of the ball. Cheap giveaway there. Some of these cheap giveaways in midfield hurting Australia. But so far, not a lot of danger in defence for Australia. Turkmenistan happy to set up in defence and look to hit on the counter, but they haven't really done so successfully just yet. Down the left now, Australia. Rich Bagaloo, you can see the centre backs for Australia getting forward. Rich Bagaloo has a hit! It's not too far away. Rich Bagaloo, who's been involved in this half so far, having a pop from at least 30 metres. Look at that strike. Mate, did that take a deflection? I don't think it did, but that actually was close. That was close. How's Nisbet playing? He's doing okay. He's doing all right. He did get dispossessed of the ball a couple minutes ago. But he's been involved heavily so far. Turkmenistan trying to get him behind here. And that's a decent... Geez, that's a dangerous ball. Jordan Boss gets the clearance and clear push on Jordan Boss there. He's absolutely taken out. And, I mean, when you look at some of the challenges that have been going in, I mean, Jordan Boss has just been cleaned up there. That's... Oh, gee whiz. Heavy contact on left back Jordan Boss there, man. Heavy contact. Great player. Great player, Jordan Boss. Got a bright future ahead of him. Will be a throw-in for Turkmenistan. They take it long. Away by Rich Bagaloo and by Brook. Haven't completely got it away yet, though. Nisbet tracking back on that right. And Lewis Miller there to clean up. Come on, Louis. Deal with it. That's better. Miller down the right. Sure, it's going to be a foul. It'll be a throw. That surely looked like a foul, man, on Lockie Brook. Just went down, got the challenge from behind. Corny Perkins getting forward from centre back. Boss delivers from the left. Again, dude, all of these crosses so far just going over the head of Ali Kowal. Nothing really directly to him. Lewis Miller, the right back, heading infield. Ali Kowal is to his feet. Hasn't seen a lot of the ball. Back to Miller. Nisbet. Very heavy cross. Man, some of these crosses have been really off. So Australia, I mean, we're getting into good position, but we need Better decision making, better quality. These deliveries have been off. Very off. What got you into football? Good question, Austin. Man, I've honestly been into. I've been playing. I was playing from a very young age. I remember that. And when I was a kid, my local team, Central Coast Mariners, got me into the game. And Socceroos as well, of course, the national team. I remember watching that 2006 World Cup when I was 10. Cameron says how some of these challenges, not counting as fouls. Yeah, there's been some heavy challenges for sure. Perth Glory Only's back. So good, mate. Okay, down the left-hand side now. Jordan Boss. Can we make a breakthrough? Can we make a breakthrough late in this half? Australia have been probing this entire half. Another wayward pass, dude. We restart again through Gauchi. Gauchi, who's barely had a couple touches this half, man. So the promising thing is that Turkmenistan haven't really threatened at all. It's been really all Australia. Lewis Miller now down the right. Surely that's a corner. And it will be a corner here for Australia. All right. Well done, Lewis Miller, who's looked better as this game's gone on that right back position. But this corner could be an opportunity for Australia to get the advantage heading into halftime, which would really put us in a good position. Ooh, great question. Who is Central Coast Mariners' best player of all time? Easy one to answer. Patrick Zwanzwijk, the Dutch centre-back. Absolute legend. Dude, they're showing some shots of the rain at this stadium. It is bucketing down right now. It is bucketing. Heavy rain in Uzbekistan. All right, here we go. Corner time. Surely Najarine's left foot, right? Surely Najarine. It will be Rami Najarine to deliver. Dude. Goalkeeper goes up for it. I think it was Rich Bagaloo who went up for there. And there's the Turkmenistan goalkeeper and a defender down. Heavy collision. Wow, dude. World Cup 2010 was your favorite? Dude, I remember that one very well too. South Africa, the Vuvuzelas. Oh, dude, some heavy contact. Lewis Miller was who rose highest as well for Australia in that corner. But yeah, that 2010 World Cup, man, that was fun. Some people consider the best World Cup. South Africa. So some treatment for the goalkeeper. The second time he's received treatment this half. This one, that was heavy collision, man. So hopefully he's all right. But we're going to get... I suspect we're going to get at least 5 minutes injury time here, surely. Surely. World Cup 2002 is the best? I was around for that one, but I was too young to observe that one. So, we're ticking away. Dude, we're ticking away here to half time. I'm very interested to see how much injury time gets awarded. Surely at least 5 minutes. There's been so much time this half spent just waiting for physios to deal with these injuries, and they're holding an ice pack to the head of the goalkeeper here for Turkmenistan. We are entering injury time now. Let's see how much they award, eh? At least 5, right? At least 5, maybe 4. It will be 4. 4 minutes at a time. Steven says Matt Ryan, favorite Central Coast Mariners player of all time. Yeah, man, absolute legend. I think many Mariners fans probably consider him the Mariners' greatest goalkeeper. Mariners have had some great goalkeepers over the past. I mean, obviously Mike Birighitti, fantastic at the moment. Danny Vukovic in the early years too. Cameron says to the point where they should take the keeper off because he keeps going down injured. Well, I mean, there's almost a risk of a concussion here from what it looks like. They were holding an ice pack to his head. But it looks like they're going to continue. And we've already spent the first almost minute of injury time. Still, the game isn't underway. So we're going to get another minute. So this game's going to go to at least 50. At least 50-minute mark, this first half. Greetings from Indonesia. Thanks for tuning in from Indonesia. So, final stages now of this first half. Turkmenistan send it long. Rich Bagaloo's been heavily involved. Who do you think will... who's going to score the first goal? Who's going to score the goal first? Australia look certainly the more likely. If Turkmenistan get a goal here late, it's going to be very much against the run of play. But Australia have been looking promising. The front four for Australia, though, need to see a bit more of the ball. I mean, Lockie Brook, Pepion have had some decent flashes, but we haven't seen enough of Nazarene and Kowal, who have been just getting flooded by defenders around them. But Australia are much more likely at this rate to break the deadlock. Long ball now towards other Kowal. Turkmenistan clear it. Remember, we're probably going to see the game, this first half tick all the way up to the 50-minute mark. Oh, winning it high up the park here. Great chance here for Australia. Long range strike. Takes a little bobble, but it's straight at the keeper. I think it was Lockie Brook who got away there for Australia. That was a decent opportunity. Just picked up the ball and broke away there. That switch of play is going to get cut off there by Australia. Wow, man. No worries, Stephen. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Couple minutes to go now in the first half. Corny Perkins. Again, you can see how far these centre backs are getting forward for Australia, man. Pushing right up. Jordan Boss on the left. Bit of a soft touch. Again, the story of this first half, Australia getting into good positions, but just the lack of quality. Some of these wayward passes, wayward crosses, hurting Australia when we get forward. You've got the T, Julian. Love to hear it. Other Kowal looking to go through the middle. Loses the ball. Look, credit to Turkmenistan as well. I mean, credit to them. They've kept a really solid shape and have stayed very disciplined. And now looking to get ahead on the counter-attack here. Courtney Perkins has to deal with it, and Turkmenistan have a throw-in a promising position. We are dominating possession. Yes, certainly. Certainly Australia with much more of the ball. Much more of the ball. Turkmenistan with a long throw. Rich Bagaloo heads. Falls to a Turkmenistan shirt. Important block by Lewis Miller. And we are coming up to the halftime whistle. Basically at any stage now, the referee might blow it. Francois picked up this ball, and Australia can attack here with pace. Nazarene down the left. Still going Nazarene. Great chance, Australia. Nazarene inside. Takes a deflection. And there will be time for a late corner here in the first half. We are approaching now 50 minutes of football played in this first half. In the quarterfinal. Rami Nazarene. Corner. I think we need to get Wood on, says T5. Well, what? Wait, what? The referee's just blown the... Hang on, what? So the referee's awarded the corner and he's blown the whistle. The referee's awarded the corner and 15 seconds later, Australia's sending players up. And just as we're about to go what? As just as we're about to take the corner, he blows the whistle. That's bizarre. I've never seen that before. What? If you're going to call half-time, just call half-time even when the ball goes out. Don't award the corner and then just blow half-time before we even get it underway. How bizarre. We send all these players up. But anyway, first half, we're going to pause our timer here because it is half-time. Australia 1, Turkmenistan 0. Sorry, Australia 0, Turkmenistan 0. Wow, getting carried away with myself there. But it's felt like that from Australia. We've certainly been the stronger of the two sides. But credit to Turkmenistan. That back five have been so strong, so disciplined. Super disciplined. Most, if not all, of these field crosses by the Aussies have been terrible in this first half. I agree. Just need to tighten up. In that final third, Australia. We're getting into good positions. Utilising those wide areas as we must, of course. But nothing really working out as of yet, you know. That corner was so weird, says Brock. It was a bizarre one. I mean, to award the corner. I mean, you're only gonna award the corner if you're only gonna award the corner if it's gonna get taken. I mean, why award it and then just before we even get the game underway call halftime? It's bizarre. Anyway. Mark, I'm just seeing your comment from earlier, Mark. Who is your favorite soccer that you've seen live or on TV? So basically anyone. Good question. Mile Jedinak. I have seen him live. Probably Mile Jedinak, man. I mean, Tim Cahill, of course, up there as well. Tim Cahill, absolutely. Tim Cahill's my favorite soccer of all time. But I especially liked Mile Jedinak. I mean, he played for my team, the Mariners, a while ago as well. But yeah, man. Probably Tim Cahill, actually. I think a lot of people would say Tim Cahill. He's, for me, Australia's greatest ever player. Absolute legend. So I did see Cahill play in person a couple times. I never got to see Harry Kewell in person. I don't think so. Or did I? I don't know. I probably have. If it was obviously a while ago. Have we had one shot on target, says Cameron? I know, right? It's been pretty crazy. Let's see if we can have a look at some of the stats now as well. And it's been overall a pretty tight game. It hasn't necessarily, the chances haven't been all over the place. So far, 73% possession for Australia. 4 shots, 1 on target. 2 shots for Turkmenistan. Neither of those on target for the corners. 2 for Australia, none for Turkmenistan as well. Pass accuracy, 88% for Australia, 65% for Turkmenistan. So far, Turkmenistan, if they want to get anything out of if they want to get through the next stage, I should say, they need to up their game, man. They need to up their game. Because it hasn't quite been up to scratch. Dude, Brock. The Tim Cahill goal versus Netherlands, man. One of my favorite goals of all time. Just so insane. Just so insane, that goal, dude. Funnily enough, I watched a replay of it the other day. I can't remember why. Someone shared it. An account somewhere shared it. And it was just such a great goal. Iconic. It's become an iconic goal for Tim Cahill now. It's probably the greatest goal Tim Cahill's ever scored. Surely, right? It's the greatest goal Tim Cahill's ever scored. Some might say those goals against Japan in 2006 were just as good. That second one against Japan, that was a fantastic goal. But while Turkmenistan need to up their game in the second, as do Australia. It's one thing having all this field position, but we really need to make it, make it count for something in the end, you know? Remember watching that live. Dude, would have been epic, eh? So what changes could we potentially see? Will we see any changes at halftime for Australia? Met Mark Milligan during the grand final. Said hi to him. So good. He would have been doing the broadcast stuff at 10, right? For Channel 10. Mark Milligan has been involved in many of the panel show content for Channel 10 during this A-League season. Goal against victory wasn't too bad by Timmy at halfway. Yes, dude, that was a fantastic goal too. That was a fantastic goal. Is there any satellite TV channel showing the game? I'm not sure, Victor. Can't help you out there, sorry. All I know is that in Australia it's available to watch on Paramount Plus. But can't help if you're overseas. Yes, he was doing the Channel 10 broadcast. There we go. Mark Milligan. I've enjoyed him too. Like, honestly, that's been one of the things that I've enjoyed about Channel 10's broadcast of the A-League this year is that the personnel that they've had on like the panels and stuff have actually been really good. You know, Mark Milligan, Bruce Schitte, Tarek Eldridge, Luke Wilkshire, all those guys. Scotty McKinnon has been good too. So it's been good. Like, and Tara Rushton hosting. I think Tara Rushton's great too. So I'm gonna pull up the bench here for Australia. Let's have a look. Let's check this out, and we're gonna just discuss some of the some potential names that we could see coming in the second half that could change the game for Australia. I'm sure plenty of these guys would love to get a run. And there's plenty of names, if you're an A-League fan, familiar to you. So let's have a look. Let's see if we can pull this up. Where's the game on? Paramount Plus. If you're in Australia, available to watch on Paramount Plus. Could this game go to pens? Look, well, the way Turkmenistan are defending so far, it certainly could be. It certainly could go to penalties. But I feel like, especially in the second half, as players begin to tire, I think Australia could get the crucial goal. It might only be one. It might only just be one chance just to take the goal. That might be all it takes to get the win here for Australia to go through to the semi-finals. Julian says that after the grand final, West United had held a family day where we could interact, chill, and talk with the players. I spoke with all the players. Aloisi got to hold the trophy. Dude, was it heavy? Well, I imagine it's super heavy, right? The famous toilet seat, the trophy. I imagine it's super heavy, right? So good, man. Love to hear it. Let's get the kettle going for a halftime cup of tea, eh? Got the scarf out. Gonna have the scarf out as well on early Tuesday morning. It is so heavy. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. I mean, just looking at it, it's pure steel, isn't it? Nah, dude, I love the design of the trophy too. I know there's so many memes about it being the toilet seat. I think it's a really dope looking trophy. I think it's really unique. All right. Let's check this out. We're gonna pull up the. We're just gonna pull up the stats here. We're gonna check out what's been going on in terms of the. And also looking at. Let's see if we can get this going here. Looking at some of the players who could make a bit of an impact here. This is what I wanted to pull up here, actually. I'll get this zoomed in for us so we can check it out. But I wanted to talk about some of the players that we have on the benches here. Specifically the Australian bench. Here we go. Here's some of the names that we have on the Australian bench who could make an impact. I mean, when we think of the attacking players, Patrick Wood. Someone mentioned Patrick Wood. I can't remember who it was. Someone in the chat mentioned Patrick Wood. He could be someone who could break down that Turkmenistan backline if we do need something different. Bernardo Oliveira hasn't gotten too much game time this tournament so far, but Bernardo Oliveira, good wide player, good in one-on-one situations, has a decent delivery too. But aside from that, I mean, you got the midfield options of Louis Dorigo, Patrick Yazbek as well. And aside from that, I mean, we've got defensive cover in Ability and Farrell Rawlins as well. So, look, there's not too much attacking flair. Of course, we still without Cassini Yengi. But you can see Patrick Wood there. If anyone's going to get a run, potentially Patrick Wood there coming off the bench for Australia. But it will be interesting to see what Trevor Morgan decides to do. If he does do anything at halftime, that's for sure as well. It is Sunday. We have past at 12 a.m. There we go. Early morning gang. Well, late night gang, rather. If you're viewing here in Australia. And we've had some viewers in the chat from all around the world. So thanks so much for tuning in. And if you haven't been enjoying the stream, make sure you hit the like button just below in the stream. It does help me out a whole lot. Do plenty of Australian football content, A-League content, and so much more. Socceroos. We're going to have a Socceroos preview coming out very shortly for the Australia-Peru qualifier. And of course, in case you missed it earlier, we are doing a live watch-along on Tuesday morning for the Australia-Peru qualifier. Live watch-along for that one. Cannot wait. I cannot wait for it, man. It's going to be very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Big one. Literally a big game. I know we say it a lot, but it is a big game. All right, time to make a cup of tea. Here we go. So, not too far away until resumption of this game, the second half. Remember, this game can't be split. We will go on to extra time, potentially penalties as well. Which team will win this game the match, in my opinion? I think Australia are really well positioned as it stands. More shots, more possession. And looking much more dangerous when you compare the two sides. Plenty of Australian national team content in recent weeks. Of course, all the stuff going down with the UAE game. Good to get that one out of the way, but only half the job is done for Australia. That is hot tea. Whew. Person 1201 says, Australia look most dangerous when they intercept the ball from the other team. Yes, I agree. There was a couple moments you think of that Nazarene chance late on. I think Pepion had a chance as well. Well, yeah, we had a couple moments where we picked off the ball. And that's when we can break down that Turkmenistan defense a little bit more easily. I agree. And looks like we will get a substitution here. So Josh Nisbet coming from the field. And Louis Dorigo is going to start. So there will be a halftime change for Australia. Louis Dorigo, the Adelaide midfielder, coming on for Josh Nisbet. Nisbet got caught in the ball a couple of times in that first half. But Louis Dorigo has scored in this tournament already. Fantastic striker was too. Julian says on Tuesday, Australia will need the belief and positivity just like West United did in the finals. That's right. So here we go. Second half about to get underway here. Here we go. Second half. Let's go. There we go. Clock is back underway here, so you can see the clock at the bottom of the video here, tracking the game that I've got here. Ooh, nice forward play early here by Australia. Great chance early on. Strike. Oh, dude, just snatched at it. Papillon snatched at it. Papillon, who's been playing for the part of that youth squad of Brighton Hove and Albion. Hits over the bar. Great early chance for Australia. All right, good switch of play. Barry's in here. How's it going, mate? Oh, decent cross towards Qual. Just couldn't control it header at all. That was a better cross, though. That was a better that was a much better cross. Hello from Turkmenistan. Thanks for tuning in all over from Turkmenistan. So the Turkmenistan goalkeeper's down injured again for the third time this match. And this one on his own accord. He must have hurt himself during that goal kick, and you'd imagine the Turkmenistan bench thinking about a substitution here. So he's taking the goal kick and instantly hurt himself. It's a bizarre one. So there's clearly a problem with the goalkeeper. Clearly something wrong there. He's holding his right foot. But each time he's gone down, it's been a different thing. The first thing was his leg, his knee area. The second one was his head after that heavy collision, and now it's a foot. So he's been in the wars so far. Yeah, man. Julian asks when I did the Central Coast Mariners social media takeover. Yeah, man, I had access to the accounts. So much fun doing the Mariners takeover. For those that didn't see that, I actually did a little as a vlog of it up here on the channel. Social media takeover. If you want to check it out, we took over the Central Coast Mariners social media accounts, the Instagram stories for the last two home games. It was a lot of fun. Louis Dorigo wearing number 16 for Australia onto the field for the second half. And Australia have won a free kick in a promising position. Nazarene picking up the knock. Stephen says he's going back to being a Central Coast Mariners fan. Oh, sorry, going back to being a Brisbane Roar fan after being a Central Coast Mariners fan, making the swap. So Nazarene winning a foul. Certainly a foul into the back. So Nazarene and Papillon standing over this one. Surely the left foot of Rami Nazarene to have a hit here. I think it's a little bit too far out for a strike. Just a bit too far out. He's going to have to get some power on it if he's going to challenge the keeper. But Miller, Rich Bagaloo, Courtney Perkins, all there in the box, the tall timber. If they choose to deliver. But surely a delivery here for this one. It will be Nazarene who strikes straight into the Turkmenistan wall there. Jordan Boss got to get around. Well done, Jordan Boss there, getting around the defender. Oh, heavy challenge. That's a really dangerous challenge by the Turkmenistan right back. And it's going to be the first booking of the game. God, that was a heavy challenge on Courtney Perkins. He's down after that one. It seemed like a really unnecessary challenge too. Great pass forward. Courtney Perkins just controlling the ball and flying in. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a really dangerous challenge. And any closer to the leg there for the studs? A yellow card at least. At least. How's the game going? Enjoying it so far. Trevor Morgan, the Australia coach, just having a word to the referee there. Must have been surely complaining about that challenge. I mean, it was horrific. But anyway, I think it's certainly yellow card worthy. I don't think it was a red card worthy, but goodness me, it was just. I think the shocking thing was how unnecessary it was. Courtney Perkins just controlling the ball and the defender's just flown in at his leg is really dangerous. Forward ball, nicely controlled by Papillon in the box. Papillon. Nazarene! Oh! Rami Nazarene comes close for Australia. I reckon that's the best chance of the game so far. Rami Nazarene. Did he hit the post or was that a save? He must have hit the post. Oh, it did. It did, dude. It did. Nazarene off the post. Australia, so close. Rami Nazarene getting into some good areas. Finally starting to see some more of the ball. Wow, man. You'd think it's only a matter of time until Australia break through. Great 1-2 there. Almost finding Kowal. Can't break through. That was close indeed, Julian. What a chance for Australia. They could be in again here. Nazarene looking good at the moment. Rami Nazarene goes out left. Combining with Boss. Nice play, Francois. This is good passing. Can Australia make the pressure pay? Numbers are forward. Comes across for Papillon. Defender. It's going to go. The foul's going to go the way of Turkmenistan. Do you think Australia can qualify for the World Cup? Well, the simple question is, do you think Australia can beat Peru? That's the same question, the way it stands now. Yes, I think we can. Do I think we will? It's going to be very tough. It's going to be very tough because Peru are a good side, man. Peru are a good side. Going to be doing a preview on it coming out soon. And we're doing a live watch-along as well. In case you missed it earlier, we're doing a live watch-along early hours of Tuesday morning. Another yellow card here for a Turkmenistan player. And Lewis Miller's gone down holding his head. I'd love to see another look at it. I missed it. Oh, well, the elbow straight into the face of Lewis Miller. That should be a red card. It's a red card. The yellow card's been awarded, but Lewis Miller's down. And the funny thing is the Turkmenistan player called for VAR as if just to convince the ref that it wasn't worthy of a yellow card. Mate, if he's checking the VAR, you're getting a red. Heavy contact from the elbow onto the head of Lewis Miller. And already a second booking in this half so far for Turkmenistan. But mate, what do you guys think? I mean, if I see Trevor Morgan, the Australian under 23 coach here, just probably not too happy on the sidelines. You'll be there for the watch-along? Brilliant, mate. Just saw that. It's the red for days, says Neon. I mean, a high elbow directly into the head, mate. It's dangerous. Anyway, here come Australia going again. Important that we make this pressure pay, man. All of this passing around. But need to make those decisive passes that can get us in behind. Jordan Bossel on the left. Pepillon strike. Well, Cameron Pepillon has had a couple chances this game, but his shots going over the bar. Just need to keep these strikes down. That's what you can tell. Just these younger players snapping at these chances need to be hitting the target, man. Surely red card, says Julian as well. I wonder what VAR had to say about that, you know. I guess they clearly... I mean, the referee giving the yellow card, they probably would have been happy with that in the end. A foul awarded there on Alu Kowal. It didn't look like much on initial viewing. Two players going up for the ball, right? Alu Kowal. Oh, yeah, just a push. Just a slight push on the Turkmenistan defender there. By striker Ali Kowal, who's been the most quiet out of all these Australian players. It's been difficult to get Ali Kowal involved in the game. And the other strike option for Australia in this match, of course, no Cassini Yangi, but Patrick Wood is on the bench. Whether he gets some minutes. Potentially. Bernardo Oliveira, the other attacking option, more of a wide player, though. Does he get some game time? Now, here come Turkmenistan. Then on the right-hand side, they have advantage. Cross comes in. Australia clear it and will win a free kick. And in fact, there's going to be yellow card awarded for Louis Dorigo for that previous foul. I'm not sure if that was yellow card worthy. Oh, mate, if you're gonna award a yellow card for that, oh, it's soft. You can't even say for sure that that's breaking down a promising attack. And meanwhile, Courtney Perkins was clipped up in the box. Australia have won the foul in the end. Julian says, I can't wait for when Lacroix's contract extension is announced. We have heard rumours, I remember hearing those rumours a while back that he could be potentially joining another Melbourne side. But yeah, man, Western need to lock him down for sure. He's been massive part of Western's championship winning season. So in fact, it will be Turkmenistan's set piece. Did I miss something? So it wasn't a free kick? Another bizarre decision. Already a handful of bizarre decisions here by the referee. Australia getting down the right. Come on. Need a good delivery here. Takes a deflection. Lockie Brook off the right-hand side. Looks like Lockie Brook and is on that right-hand side. Pepion on the left. That's the way it's been for the second half so far. Dorigo on. I think we will see Patrick Wood too. That the attacking subs seem to be the most likely option. Down the right-hand side though. Here comes Australia. It's going to fall here for Francois. Back for Boss. Turkmenistan, just so hard to break down, man. Look at the number of green shirts at the back, just a row of 5. Down the right-hand side now, Lewis Miller in space. Just needs to take... Man, one of these Australian players just need to take them on. Plenty of passing going on for Australia. Rich Bagaloo now getting forward. Direct pass, I like it. Almost breaking through. Free kick goes the way of Turkmenistan. Pepion just tripping up the defender there. He's been heavily involved, but hasn't quite produced that final strike, that final touch. He's got a lot of promise, Pepion. I like his agility. He's good on the ball. Fast. Probably just needs to tighten up that finish, you know? There you go. Apparently, Melbourne Victory wanted to sign Leo Lacroix a couple of years ago, but Diamante told Lacroix to join Western. Diamante, the top scout, the top recruiter for Western, eh? No, we love Diamante in the A-League. Oh, risky back pass by Australia. Turkmenistan in the box now. Great chance. Turkmenistan over the bar. Joe Gauci almost troubled. And wow, that would have been massive for the context of this game if Turkmenistan had found the back of the net there. What a chance. Well, that was an awful back pass. Francois, what is he thinking? A bizarre back pass, and Australia just didn't deal with it, and the shot came in. Luckily for Joe Gauci, went over the bar. Dan says Bernardo one for Brook, I reckon. I think we could see that. Yeah, I think we could see that. Lockie Brook hasn't quite worked out for him yet. Now Lewis Miller, Australia. Can't get forward. We are past the hour mark. We are into the 63rd minute. Lewis Miller. Nazarene looking to chip in, heads away. That's better passing, and the strike from Dorigo. Turning it to a deflection off his own teammate there, eh? The longer this goes on, this favours Turkmenistan. They're probably happy to hold on here, see if they can hit on the counter-attack, as they almost did just a moment ago. That's what they're hoping for. Now Pepion on the left has the overlapping run of Jordan Boss, and he utilises him. That's a good challenge, though. No, he's won the free kick. Jordan Boss stepping on the foot potentially. Another foul here. Another free kick opportunity for Turkmenistan. Player holding his head, and there will be a yellow card for one of the I don't think it's the head coach of Turkmenistan. It's one of the assistant coaches, I imagine. Has apparently been shown a yellow card there. You'd imagine for some back chat. You can see the header of the Jordan Boss with no elbow raised or anything. A foul, it would be the right decision. But when you compare that to the elbow incident involving Lewis Miller about 5 minutes or so ago, completely different. So, Australia need to stay disciplined here. As Turkmenistan have a rare set-piece opportunity in enemy territory. Ball comes in. It's not the best delivery. Headed away. And Australia will rush out to meet it. Long ball back in. Joe Gauci comes for it. And he collides with the goalkeeper. Louis Dorigo has had something to say to the Turkmenistan player who's down. He's flown in at Joe Gauci. Wow, dude. So the yellow card, I think, for the Turkmenistan player, I think was just shown there. Dude, I'd love to see a replay of this. I mean, committed challenges. But the number 9 for Turkmenistan, flying in. Oh, dude. To be fair, both players just had eyes for the ball. But, oh my goodness. Joe Gauci capping a whack in the midriff. Turkmenistan player just going for that strike. To be fair, he didn't see Joe Gauci at all. Just sort of hit his leg, even his upper thigh. Joe Gauci. Who got up afterwards. We hope he's okay. But the Turkmenistan striker, looks like they got the stretcher out here. Might be coming off the field. So yellow card being shown to the Turkmenistan striker who is being stretched off the field. Don't see it too often. Mirodov. The striker coming off. Friday saw a discounted version of Ufuk Talay in Melbourne. Hilarious. So a double change coming for Australia. And it is the two that we predicted. So Lockie Brook will be coming off for Bernardo Oliveira, his Adelaide teammate. And Patrick Wood, it looks like, coming on for Papillon. So, what does that mean then? Does Patrick Wood play out wide? Do they play it now as two strikers? Potentially Nazarene out wide probably is the most logical option as well. So it looks like, I think Nazarene will be playing out wide. Alu Kowal maybe just playing just behind Patrick Wood through the middle. But I like the change, man. Patrick Wood. Here we go. Nazarene, edge of the box. Oliveira getting his first touch. It will be a goal kick. The fact that we predicted these changes means that he's a good coach. Yeah, that's right. And Turkmenistan make their change to their number 9 coming off injured after that collision with Australian goalkeeper Joe Gauci. So just over 20 minutes to go in this second half. Plenty of time for anything to happen. Turkmenistan still have had very limited opportunities. Australia, their best chance falling to Nazarene not too long ago, where he hit the post, and here comes Nazarene again down the right-hand side. He's been good, Nazarene, every time he gets on the ball. That's right. We love Bernardo. Bernardo Oliveira. Neon says, have a bad feeling that this will end like the Japan game. I don't think so. I think we'll be all right. I think it's a matter of time until Australia score. Oh, great run, Lewis Miller. Classic Lewis Miller breaking through the defenders. And Turkmenistan have won a free kick to relieve that pressure. When does it? Yes, the Australia Cup, Julian, will start. Well, it already has started. The preliminary rounds are underway. We had some more matches across the state leagues take place today. But the round of 32, with the A-League teams involved, gets underway usually around July. Sometimes August as well, I think. Late July, I think, at the earliest, but most likely August. But we will get a confirmed schedule, hopefully in the coming weeks. Down the left, Jordan Boss. He's going to earn his side a corner. Another set-piece opportunity. The set pieces have looked pretty dangerous for Australia. Dan says Vidmar's the under-23 coach, but for some reason he's with Arnold, so Trevor Morgan is coaching us in the tournament. Yeah, that's right. All right, corner opportunity. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Patrick Wood in the box. Closest to the goalkeeper. Nazarene hangs it up. Keeper comes a long way. Just gets it out, and the keeper is down again. Well, this is concerning. This is the fourth time the Turkmenistan goalkeeper's down. The fourth time. Well, they have to bring him off now, surely. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, so many injuries now. Lewis Miller doesn't look happy for for Australia. The Turkmenistan goalkeeper holding his groin area. Francois on the ball. Louis Dorigo looking to switch that play. Oh my God. It's in. It's in for Australia. Finally, the deadlock is broken. And that was a bizarre goal. But tapping it home is Bernardo Oliveira. Australia are up 1-0. Finally, the deadlock is broken. Let's go. Bernardo Oliveira. Well, the ball flew in, took a deflection, hit the crossbar. Louis Dorigo with the spearing pass came off a defender's head. Did it cross the line already? Did it initially cross the line? It doesn't matter. It'll be an Adelaide United player who's claimed the goal. Oh, it did. It did. It absolutely crossed the line first. So it absolutely won't be Bernardo Oliveira's own, goal. It could well be an own goal. It could well be an own goal unless it does get awarded to Lou Dorigo. But Australia don't care. They are up 1-0 and at this stage now heading to the semi-finals. And now this game, is going to step into a different gear because Turkmenistan now have to chase this game. They are down. They are down. Leon says this is why we love Bernardo. That's right. He unfortunately won't be awarded the goal, but it was great energy to get there. Turkmenistan looking to hit back straight away here down the right-hand side. Ooh, took a block. I was worried that was going to be a handball for a second there. Frank Lampard line cross, that's right. Do you reckon it's an own goal or do you reckon it's Dorigo's goal? I wonder if it was already goal bound. Was the Dorigo pass goal bound? Or maybe it was drifting wide. Now they need to keep switched on. That's right, Julian. That's right. 15 minutes still to go. Plenty of time, man. Plenty of time. But as I mentioned, this game's going to shift into it's going to have a different dynamic now. Australia taking a much more defensive approach, you can tell already, in Turkmenistan. Already willing to commit more numbers forward. It's all about keeping that structure there. Rich Bagaloo has had a good game at the back for Australia. Heads it away. Ball comes in. Rich Bagaloo again away. Well done. Long ball looking for Kowal. It's going to fall for Patrick Wood in space. Chance here for Australia. Alu Kowal. Dispossessed, but it'll fall now to Oliveira over on the left. Bernardo Oliveira so close. Inches away from his first goal for the under-23s. Jordan Boss has had a good game from left back. Down the left, Jordan Boss. Patrick Wood. No, he'll miss it. Jordan Boss wins it back. Well done. He's done well, man. Jordan Boss, he's had a great game. It will be a throw-in to the way of Turkmenistan. Play on. Right call by the referee there. Oh, but that's cut off Dorigo. That's a poor pass. It's a lazy pass. Lazy pass by Dorigo. Turkmenistan down the left. Long range strike. It's not going to trouble Joe Gauchi. Australia. So close to securing their place in the Final Four for this Under-23 Asian Cup. The Final Four, the place that we want to get to. I think the place where we expected Australia to get. This tournament now becoming a tournament that we could potentially win. This has been a disciplined and dominant performance by Australia. Not necessarily on the scoreline, but the goal has finally come. It hasn't been perfect by any means, don't get me wrong. There is still room for improvement, especially in attack. Turkmenistan do get it inside the box now. Courtney Perkins, Rich Bagaloo defending. Long range strike. It's tame in the end. Easy save for Gauchi. Joe Gauchi, man. Put Trevor in charge of the Socceroos, says Neon. I assume that's what you meant. He's doing a decent job. This team's doing a great job. There's a sense of togetherness amongst this Australian under-23s team. That's for sure. Turkmenistan hangs it up high. Joe Gauci comes out. Well done. Claims that one. And Bernardo Oliveira, he's releasing his Adelaide teammate. That's an ambitious pass, but Patrick Wood almost gets to it. Dude, the keeper's come right out. Bernardo Oliveira wanted that ball back. But look at this. Turkmenistan finding some more space in the opposition half. Another long ball. Pressure on this Australian backline now. Great work, Francois, winning that ball. The captain for his side. Doing well. Doing really, really well. Been plenty of good performances from an Australian point of view here tonight. We're in the final 10 minutes. Trying to get behind here. Courtney Perkins is being challenged here at the back. Deals with it in the end. Well done. This back four has been really solid. I think this team selection by Trevor Morgan has been very good. I expect Dorigo will probably be starting in the semi-final, though, ahead of Nisbet. Oh, almost getting through there. Jeez. Are they still going? Somehow Joe Gauci hasn't claimed that. What is going on there? And Joe Gauci having a few key words to say to his Adelaide teammate, Louis Dorigo, who failed to deal with that opportunity. And out of nothing, Turkmenistan almost equalised. Mate. KFR asks, do these count as caps to lock in these players for our country, or can other countries still take the best ones if they have dual nationalities? Yeah, I think they can still swap. I believe they can still swap. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah. Neon says, I reckon Francois could be the next big Australian player. Look, he's looking real good, man. He's looking real good. The captain of this side. Very smart, composed midfield player. We do need more midfielders, I think, for Australia. Oh, caught in possession there. Turkmenistan trying to get him behind. Inside the box. Good block by Rich Bagaloo. Turkmenistan coming hard, but that was a poor giveaway at the back. I think it was Courtney Perkins that time. Long range strike blocked. Dude, Australia are under pressure here. Wow, man. Kowal's going to be a star. Yeah, man. Yeah, we love Alu. We love Alu Kowal. Patrick Wood wins a free kick. All right, not long to go. Not long to go. Another goal would surely seal it. Another goal would surely seal it here for Australia. Oh, great pass in. Nazarene going long range. Just wide. What has happened? Not too much since Australia's goal. Turkmenistan trying to get close. Getting close to that equaliser a couple times. But Australia holding strong. Will you stream for the semi? We'll wait and see how the schedule looks. But I would certainly be keen to do a stream. A watch along. Australia now finally getting a chance to get some possession in the opposition half again, which has been how the majority of the game has been played. Down the left, Patrick Wood offside. The flag stays down. Patrick Wood in behind. The offside flag looks like it will come up now on Patrick Wood, which I think is the correct call. Not long to go now into the final 5 minutes. Turkmenistan trying to look for that equaliser. Oh, it's fallen to them in the box. Strike goes over the top. Will at the end here, Turkmenistan are really getting into some dangerous positions. They're getting close, man. They're getting real close. They're making a triple change now, Turkmenistan, to try and turn this one around. Do you think you'll do streams when the English teams come to Australia for their pre-seasons, like Melbourne Victory, Manchester United game? Yeah. Would you guys be keen for that? Would you guys be keen for that? Let me know if you be keen for something like that. There's plenty of English teams coming over, aren't there? Aston Villa, I think, coming. Crystal Palace, Leeds. They're all coming, right? As Lewis Miller's taken out here. He's down. The ESPN says Australia favourites versus Peru. Wow, that's surprising. In fact, it's Rich Bagaloo who's down for Australia. I think if Australia's going to face either Vietnam or Saudi, I think Saudi could get the win in that quarterfinal. You be keen, Julian? Yeah, man, it could be fun. Got to stay strong here at the end. Need to stay disciplined. It's been Turkmenistan who've done much of the defending for much of this game, but now it's Australia's turn. Now we just have to play it safe. We just got to hold on, get this 1-0 win. We knew the goal was going to come, and we got it through what was, I think it's been confirmed as an own goal. It was Louis Dorigo's delivery, which sent it gold bound. Cam, you'd be keen? You'd be keen for the streams? Sound good, man. Do you reckon Bernardo will end up playing for Australia, Brazil? I think definitely Australia. Yeah. Turkmenistan trying to get in behind again. But now there's plenty of yellow shirts back for Australia. Francois. Long range strike. Takes a deflection. That softens the blow for Joe Gauchi, who can claim it. Approaching injury time here. Just going to stay strong here. Can't concede late. Can't concede late on here. Only 4 minutes of injury time. The same amount of time we had added on in the first half. Bouncing ball. Joe Gauci claims it. Strong by Gauci. Person 12-1 says Australia have been awful after they scored. It's been a little negative. We've allowed Turkmenistan back into the game. Patrick Wood trying to play Alu Kowal here. Great chance for Australia. Kowal! Straight at the goalkeeper. Alu Kowal. That was a good chance. He's barely had a sider, Alu Kowal, this game. There is a player preparing to come on for the Aussies. Turkmenistan just finding it really easy to get forward. That is a fantastic challenge. What a tackle by Bernardo Oliveira, who can now release Patrick Wood down the left-hand side. Will he take it to the corner flag? No, he chooses to go back to Bernardo. It will be a throw-in. And probably time now to make the substitution for Australia. It will be Patrick Yazbek to come on for Alu Kowal. Kowal having a rather quiet evening for Australia. So Patrick Yazbek coming on just to shore things up. Fresh legs. Alu Kowal that chance just before he came off. Would have been great if he'd put that away. Would have secured it. But Australia on the brink of the semi-finals here. Patrick Wood now the lone striker up through the middle. Still, Australia just camping. Down the end of the pitch, they want it. Injury time is running out here. Remember, we have 4 minutes. 4 minutes of injury time. A minute and a half to go now. Almost there for Australia. Patrick Wood now. Takes it to the corner. Turkmenistan get it out. And look to get it on quickly here. That challenge just missed, but Australia do find it in the end. No, it's going to be a foul. Turkmenistan take it quickly. Looking to get this game underway. They lose possession. Frantic stuff at the end here, man. Down the right, Najjarine, who's had a fantastic game. Rami Najjarine cutting inside. Now passes back. This is smart. Just trying to keep possession now, Australia. Can't afford to get hit on the counter-attack. Australia win the throw-in. Surely now. Come on. Surely now. That's right, Julian. 4 minutes. Almost up. Throw in. Goes straight to Wood, who's the lone striker. Down goes Miller. Has he won the free kick? I think he's won the free kick. And that could be it. We've hit the 94. And that's full time. Australia are going through the semi-finals of the AFC U23 Asian Cup. It was a tough performance, man. Turkmenistan made it difficult for us. But the goal, which we believe has been awarded in the end, it is indeed an own goal. But the delivery came in from Dorigo. Bernardo Oliveira almost got the touch in the end. But Australia getting it done. Gritty stuff through to the semis. That is right. Great to see the young Australians doing well, man. Some promising performances there defensively. Miller was strong. Rich Bagaloo, fantastic. Jordan Boss, I thought, was fantastic at left back as well. Dorigo was good when he came on in the second half. And Najjarine orchestrating things in attack. That's right, not the prettiest match. Not the prettiest match. But that's the result that matters. Now through to the semi-finals. Some really good teams in the other quarterfinals, man. When you look at Japan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia in there as well. There's some good sides in there, man. But Australia, we have our sights set on winning this, dude. This team is playing well, and most importantly, defensively, staying really strong and structured in defense. But that's right, into the semis, through to the semi-finals. Let's go. Let's go, Australia, man. Let's go. We're doing really, really well. Trevor Morgan has his side playing good football. Staying strong, staying disciplined. We need to keep it up now. We're into the Final Four, which is taking place midweek. So keep an eye out on the YouTube channel. We'll potentially be doing a watch-along for that one. But make sure you are here Tuesday morning, the early hours of Tuesday morning. If you're going to catch the Socceroos Peru game, we will be doing a live watch-along. Socceroos taking on Peru, the big one. That is the main event. That is the main event. Cannot wait for it, so make sure you're here. We'll be getting the live stream underway from roughly 4 a.m., which is when the match kicks off here, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Guys, make sure you hit like on this live stream to show your support. I appreciate it so much.